Week has a great deal of information. You'll be reading Chapter 6, which looks at stereotypes, prejudice, and discrimination. It is a chapter that is relevant for everyone's problem statements, so make sure you take good notes and connect them to your problem statement. The other part of this week's assignment is looking at Jonathan Koziol's work on the inequality and segregation of schools that still exists today. Koziol is probably best known for his book Savage Inequalities in 1992. I included a video of Koziol speaking to give you a feel for him as an educator and a speaker. This week's first article, written in 2005, is an update of Savage Inequalities. The second article is a conversation with Koziol from 2011. An important takeaway from Koziol's work is the disparity in educational funding and educational opportunities for students in New Hampshire. The current model, which relies heavily on local property taxes, has resulted in a wide range of cost per student. In 2013, the state average cost per student of an elementary school student was $13,627. Some districts, including Governor Wentworth, Hampton Falls, and Holderness, spent over $18,000 per elementary school student, while others spent less than $10,000 per elementary school student, including Manchester, Dover, and Franklin. There are districts that literally spend twice as much per student as other districts. While money is not the sole determinant of the quality of education provided by a district, it does impact the quality of teachers you can attract, class size, and the number of programs that the school can provide. The best way to break the cycle of poverty is education. However, children in the poorest towns in New Hampshire often attend the school districts with the lowest level of funding, which can inhibit their ability to gain a quality education and even hinder them from attending college. In Chapter 6, we learn that stereotypes and discrimination often come down to an us versus them. In this case, the us are the middle-class families, and the them are the poor families. It has become popular in some media outlets to blame the poor for their reliance on government support and a weak work ethic. However, we learned in the myth of the culture of poverty that there is no difference in the work ethic of the poor or the wealthy. We learned that the poor parents care about their children and value education as much as the wealthy parents. They may be less involved in school because they are working 2 or 3 jobs. As educators, we need to have an open mind about the parents of all of our students. We cannot rely on the classic stereotypes about how lower socioeconomic children and their parents. We need to find ways to build relationships with all of our parents, even those who cannot attend open houses, parent conferences, or school events. We need to be flexible enough to find times to connect with them by phone or with home visits when they are available, not just during regularly scheduled school days or hours. While we cannot change how much money our school has, we can make a difference in these children's lives through our time, effort, and talent. These children need everything we can give them if they are ever to have a life that is different and better than their parents. A couple of notes on the course. Your next progress report will be sent out after week 7. In week 9, you are to send me a draft of your project, which should include notes from the textbook, assigned articles and videos that are relevant to your problem statement, and articles that you have found. This is part B of your project. Also, you should include at least one proposed solution, which is part C of your project. The purpose of this is so I can provide you feedback to make sure you are on the right track and give you enough time to make adjustments if needed. This is an ungraded assignment. All work is due on June 1. As I've stated, I'm not a stickler for weekly deadlines, but the final deadline is pretty firm. As always, do not hesitate to email me if you have any questions or concerns.